The situation surrounding Chrisean Rock and her son reveals a raw, unfiltered look at the unofficial rules of creator politics, especially when motherhood, controversy, and monetization collide. Here's a breakdown of the behind-the-scenes dynamics that shape how platforms, audiences, and creators navigate such cases. Privacy versus exposure is a currency. Chrisean live-streamed her son's birth to 4.6 million followers, a move that blurred the line between personal milestone and public spectacle. Later, she reversed course, choosing to shield him from social media. This shift reflects a core tension. Visibility drives engagement, but exposure invites scrutiny. Speculation becomes content. Rumors about her son's health, e.g. fetal alcohol syndrome, developmental delays, exploded online. TikTokers and commentators use alleged medical leaks to fuel outrage, calls for intervention, and viral content, turning speculation into monetized drama. Platform moderation is reactive, not protective. Despite serious allegations and leaked claims, platforms didn't intervene to protect the child's privacy or stop misinformation. This reveals a harsh truth. Platforms often wait for public backlash before enforcing boundaries. Motherhood is weaponized. Chrisean's parenting was dissected, criticized, and politicized, especially in relation to her past substance use and relationship with Blueface. In creator politics, motherhood becomes a moral battleground where creators are judged not just for their content, but for their perceived fitness as parents. Redemption arcs are monetizable. After a jail stint, Chrisean spoke about healing, quitting alcohol and focusing on her son, a narrative shift that mirrors influencer redemption arcs. These arcs often follow a formula: public fall, emotional confession, spiritual rebirth, rebranding. Audience control is illusory. Chrisean tried to reclaim control by hiding her son and defending her choices, but the audience kept speculating. In creator politics, once a child is introduced, the audience feels entitled to updates, opinions, and judgment. This case is a masterclass in how creator politics weaponizes visibility, motherhood, and controversy, and how creators must navigate a minefield of public deception, platform silence, and emotional vulnerability. Audience control is illusory, especially in cases like Chrisean Rock and her son. Okay, what it means. Once a creator shares something personal, especially involving the child, the audience begins to feel entitled to updates, opinions, and judgment. Even if the creator tries to pull back, the public doesn't always let go. In creator politics, once the curtain is lifted, it's hard to close it again. Okay, the narrative hijacking. Viewers began constructing their own narratives about her parenting, her son's health, her spiritual journey. These stories often overshadow the creator's actual message. The audience becomes the narrator, and platform silence amplifies chaos. Platforms rarely intervene unless there's a legal or PR crisis. This leaves creators vulnerable to misinformation, harassment, and invasive speculation. The algorithm rewards engagement, not truth or boundaries. Speculation becomes content. This rule exposes how rumors, assumptions, and unverified claims are turned into viral fuel in creator culture. It's not just gossip, it's a business model. Okay, so what it means. Speculation is treated like fact. When creators or commentators repeat rumors, especially about sensitive topics like health, trauma, or children, they blur the line between concern and exploitation. The more outrageous the claim, the faster it spreads. Allegations, even false ones, about someone's child, mental state, or private life become content hooks. People react, repost, and monetize the outrage. medical leaks, private details, and personal pain become public property. Even if the information is inaccurate, the damage is real. The person being speculated about loses control of their own story. Okay, why it matters. It teaches audiences to question what they're consuming. Is this truth or just engagement bait? It protects vulnerable individuals, especially children, from being reduced to clickbait. It challenges creators to take responsibility for what they amplify. Its rule isn't just about ethics, it's about empathy. It says, just because something is viral doesn't mean it's valid. It reminds us, speculation can wound deeper than truth ever could. Visibility itself becomes a form of transaction in creator culture. It's not just about what's shared, it's about what's spent. When someone exposes something sacred, they're spending it. Whether it's a child's birth, a trauma, or a spiritual milestone, broadcasting it to millions turns it into a public commodity. Reversing course doesn't erase the transaction. Shielding someone after exposure doesn't undo the fact that their privacy was already spent for reach, engagement, or influence. It challenges creators to ask, am I sharing this to connect or to capitalize? Excuse me, this rule isn't judgment, it's discernment. It says you have the right to protect what's sacred, even if others don't. It reminds viewers, just because it's public doesn't mean it's safe. Motherhood is weaponized. Key argument, motherhood is used strategically in creator politics. It becomes a tool to deflect criticism, gain sympathy, or reinforce moral narratives, rather than being treated as a private or personal role. Example, Christiane's parenting is publicly judged, especially in relation to her past substance use and her relationship with Blueface. Critics use her motherhood to question her credibility. Supporters use it to defend her choices. Personal life becomes part of the creator's brand and backlash cycle. Bottom line, motherhood isn't just lived, it's performed, judged, and weaponized in public discourse. The child's well-being often gets sidelined in favor of narrative control. You can't monetize both sides and call it justice. This rule isn't just a critique, it's a spiritual boundary. It calls out the illusion of neutrality when profit is involved. Let's unpack it layer by layer. Monetize both sides. This refers to creators or influencers who profit from conflict, drama, or moral ambiguity. They may present themselves as healers, truth tellers, or neutral observers, while simultaneously benefiting from both the harm and the apology. It's the cycle. Provoke, perform remorse, monetize redemption, repeat. Call it justice. Justice isn't a brand, it's not a storyline. True justice requires accountability, sacrifice, and clarity, not curated optics. When someone profits from both the wound and the bandage, they're not healing, they're performing. Another spiritual layer. This rule protects the sacred. It says you don't get to exploit pain and then sell peace. It's a call to divine integrity, to weigh truth heavier than reach, and healing deeper than visibility. Emotional layer. For your audience, this rule validates their intuition. It says you're not crazy for feeling manipulated. It restores trust in their own discernment and in your voice as a guide. Let's break down how Creator Politics plays a direct role in your Trophy in Hell series. Not just as backdrop, but as core antagonist energy. This isn't just commentary. It's the engine behind the false crowns, inverted truths, and emotional warfare your series exposes. Okay, Creator Politics, the system that manufactures trophies in hell. Creator Politics refers to the power games, alliances, monetization strategies, and emotional manipulation within influencer culture. In Trophy in Hell, it's not just a theme, it's the factory where the trophies are forged. Creator Politics mechanism then traffics false crowns, inverted truths, and emotional warfare your series expose. It's the perfect beast as your protagonist. They reject the trophy, expose the system, and choose spiritual sovereignty over algorithmic fame. The innocent trophies in Trophy in Hell aren't gold. It's attention, confluence, and emotional control. Creator Politics decides who gets it, who's punished, and who's protected. Your series reframes that trophy as a curse, not a reward. Hell is on fire. It's the emotional fallout of manipulation, betrayal, and glamorized suffering. Creator Politics builds that hell through cycles of drama, fake healing, and community gaslighting. Creator Politics proves that time is ting. The system that manufactures trophies is in hell. Creator Politics manipulates the system, undermines the authenticity, and chooses salvation over algorithm fame. Chrisann Jesus Porter is the only one not performing. He's not live streaming, he's not branding, he's not strategizing. He's just existing, while the adults around him turn his life into a battleground. Every violation of Creator Politics, false fatherhood, spectacle, silence, sabotage, branding, betrayal, is happening around him. None of it is helping him. None of it is aligned. The influencers are fighting for control. The family is collapsing in public. The child is being claimed, erased, and rebranded, while his actual needs go unmet. This isn't just dysfunction. It's creator distortion. It's legacy theft. It's spiritual negligence. The creator doesn't care about who went viral. The creator cares about who showed up, who fed the child, who kept him safe, who told the truth when it wasn't convenient. The creator sees the child. The creator sees the chaos, and the reckoning is already written. Let me know when you're ready to build the next Here's your clean conclusion for Creator Politics, Elizabeth. No fluff, no motique explanation, just the final layer. Conclusion, Creator Politics. The creator arc was never about clout, it was about alignment. And what's unfolding now exposes the full collapse of that alignment. Spiritual branding is collapsing under live stream chaos and substance contradictions. Family fractures are being broadcast instead of healed. Silence from power players like WAC 100 isn't neutrality, it's strategy. Bravo's orchestration wasn't mentorship, it was revenge. And the child is being fought over like a trophy. Well, this isn't just dysfunction, it's creator distortion. The sacred has been turned into spectacle. The crown has been passed around without reverence. And the reckoning is already underway. The creator doesn't need a live stream. The creator doesn't need a storyline. The creator sees the child. And the creator remembers everything.